Hey folks, Big Deano here again. This time taking a look at a new series that I have just gotten into. Yes, I'm ashamed to say that I have literally just started watching Attack on Titan. And it is a pretty good anime. A bit gory, right enough, compared to Dragon Ball anyway. But yeah, I ended up liking the series so much I immediately went out and bought one of the figures. This is from the Figma line. It's actually a real one this time, not a bootleg. But let's take a look at the box before we do anything else, shall we? So, Figma boxes are always dead big, but this one is especially big because it comes with the, what do they call it, 3D movement gear. Displayed in the window as well, so it's, yeah, it takes up quite a bit of room. This is Figma number 207, the Funimation logo. Bizarrely, I don't think these were actually bought, actually sold in America. So, yeah, there isn't really any need for the Funimation logo, I wouldn't think. But anyway, you've got a picture of him, Eren Yeager, at the top. And a picture there as well, which I can't really show you unfortunately. And some pictures at the back. So yeah, quick bit of backstory on Eren Yeager here. Oh, bit of my scenery showing. Better move him back. Yeah, so this guy is pretty much the protagonist of the show. I mean, there is a few different protagonists in Attack on Titan. There's about 3 or 4 kind of main characters, but this guy is the one that everybody sort of looks to, I suppose you should say. He has, well, it wasn't really explained in the show, but from the manga, I am led to believe that his father gave him some sort of virus that allows him to transform into a Titan himself. So yeah, definitely the main character of the show. So, let's, before I get him off the stand, because it really is a pain in the backside to get him on there, he comes with a load of accessories, even by Figma standards. He comes with 10 sets of hands. They come conveniently on this little tray, so I don't have to show them all separate. You've got splayed open hands, relaxed hands, sort of generic holding hands, and fist hands. So yeah, not any shading and anything done on them, but they get the job done anyway. You have 3 faces in total, 2 spares. We have this one, which is a sort of I'm going to kill all of you face. And you've got his oh god, F my life kind of phase. So yeah, that one's actually quite funny the more I look at it. It's genuinely as if he's regretting everything leading up to that moment in his life. Anyway, you also have this piece, which is the sort of steam fuel that comes out of the back here. I'm not going to put it on because it's a pain in the backside to do. And you also have these, which are effect pieces for the front of his 3D gear. They just pop in easy like that. And show it's firing forwards. And oh, he's out of focus. There we go. So we'll pop those back out. He also comes with 2 of his Stanley knife sword sort of things. Yep, they also pop out. And you can pretend he's taking new ones out of the storage canister sort of thing. And yeah, let's pop that out. He also comes with this slightly soft cape, which looks really cool. And yeah, finally the 3D movement gear itself, obviously. Oh, he does come with more accessories. That's for hanging him, for some inexplicable reason you want to hang him from a roof or something. Just attaches into the same port as the rigid bits. And these bits, which come out of this part, just the same as the other bit as well. So yeah, let's take off his movement gear and his swords and God knows what else he's got in there. Oh, I've just halved him in two. He's dead. Yeah, there we go. This may take some time because there's a load of connection points to keep it secure on there. There we go. And yeah, I might as well take the sword hands off as well. And last bit is his cape. My goodness, that's an ordeal. Let's put him back together. There we go. And well, we're at it. The hand pegs for Figma. They're similar to Figuarts, but there's no mushroom at the end. They are literally just straight pegs, which work well as long as the actual peg hole stays tight on it. If not, it kind of just falls apart. But yeah. In terms of articulation on this guy, he can look up quite far. Oh, he was looking up a lot higher than he was last time. He looks down really far as well, and obviously 360 and all the rest of it. While we're at it, let's swap out the face. And here's the bit that I really don't like. They're using clear plastic. Clear plastic has a real tendency to break when you're using it on joints, lads. Let's put the original face back on because I really don't like the other two. Waist is, not waist, chest. It goes really far back, although it does pop off a little bit. It can go forward, not so much. You don't really have anything at the waist unless you use the underneath part. In terms of arms, it can go out about that far, although it feels as if you're stretching the rubbery piece. At least these parts are rubber, I suppose. It can go up that far, impeded a little bit by the rubbery goods. A single jointed elbow, although it does get a decent amount of range for its limit. I believe you can pull it out slightly to give more. Yes, you can. That's the joy of these Figma joints. Well, the real ones anyway. The fake ones have a tendency just to rip apart. But the legs are really, really movable. You wouldn't think it to look, but the actual waist piece, the actual crotch piece, is soft goods. So combined with the actual cape being soft goods as well, his legs basically have no impediment whatsoever. So yeah, his legs can go that far, although as per the other ones you can pull it out to get a bit more range. He does have a thigh swivel, before I forget, and he has a ball jointed foot, ball peg foot, with ankle rocker and toe articulation. So yeah, would I recommend this figure? He says as he's trying to recreate the pose from the show. You can just about do it. Yeah, I would probably recommend this guy as, well, either this guy or Levi. Honestly, if I could find Levi for a more decent price, I would have got him instead of Eren. But it's still a pretty decent figure. And one of the best articulated figures that, Figma's ever came up with. And the sort of design of the legs just beats out figure arts for once. There's no question about it. But yeah, guys, he definitely makes a good display piece, especially with all the accessories. Although when you put the 3D gear on, he does tend to be a little bit difficult to deal with, shall I say. But yeah, if you can get them at a decent price, they have been out a few years now. They came out round about when the anime actually started in 2014. But you can still get them for a decent price. I got this guy for £30. Levi is currently circulating about the £50 range, which is why I went with this guy first. So, yeah, guys, that'll do it for this review. So until next time, I'll see y'all later.